Okay, okay. No, no, no. The body is chemistry. Body is chemistry. If you are intelligent, silent, still, you can dive into the chemistry and go higher. If you are unconscious, you dive into the chemistry and go lower. What depends is your consciousness and who is taking anything, any chemical, whether it's natural chemical, whether it's alcohol, whether it's ayahuasca, whether it's marijuana, any drug. Ego is a great drug. Anger is a great drug. Fear is a great drug. Confusion is a great drug. These are parasites within you. These are also drugs, but we don't recognize them as drugs. And I can quantify them if you wish. Fear creates a certain chemistry in your body which is toxic. Anger creates certain chemistry in the body that is lethal. Everything of unconsciousness can create toxin within you that can create cancer, that can destroy your immune system, that can pollute your inner nature. How about the mind that is so complex? Anger, fear, jealousy, rage, these are the chemicals that you need to avoid. These are the dangers to your inner well-being. This is the ecosphere that you need to understand. So I'm not against drugs at all. I'm for intelligence. I'm for consciousness. If you are conscious, you can transform anything. If you are unconscious, everything will destroy you. Now you relate marijuana or ayahuasca to anger and fear. I prefer marijuana and ayahuasca against the drug of anger and fear, against confusion, against destructiveness, against suicidal tendencies, against alcoholic abusive behavior. How about a suicidal person who never touched a drug? How do you equate that? Which is worse? How about a negative person who's destructive in the mind, who's releasing fear toxins in the body, acidity in the system, cancer within your being? Certain chemistry, certain chemicals, and I can tell you from a real experience, when I had my Samadhi, within my body released so many endorphins. I was in such an ecstatic state. When you are in pure ecstasy, your body releases endorphins that are even more potent than cocaine, more potent than any drug, more potent than any anesthesia. And the reason being, when you are going into a higher state of consciousness, you're going higher and higher within your body, there are these orgasmic endorphins that start releasing in the body to make you settle down and relax and have this orgasmic experience so that it can pull you out of the body, elevate you to a higher sense of being, and take you into an expanded state of consciousness. When I had my Samadhi, I was so drugged, natural drugs, from within the body itself. From within the body was inducing so much drugs that I almost went into coma. Just high. Because the body has everything of existence. It has marijuana in it, it has every drug of existence is within the molecular chemical system of the human body. When there's pain in the body releases certain drug to reduce the pain. When the neurons are under heavy stress, the body releases certain drugs to relieve it so that you can heal. Certain natural I would not use the word drugs. Medicinal things like marijuana or ayahuasca, they could have a great healing quality because they're putting to sleep a certain part of the body that is overactive, awakening a certain part of the body that could be healing, because your mind may need rest for it to settle to find a new opening. And these so-called drugs, natural, open different areas of your brain that can revitalize another area. It can make you super creative. Why is alcohol allowed in the world and not marijuana? Because of the fear of the unknown. People are afraid of the effects of certain unknown substances. But I can tell you clearly from my experience that if you are alert and aware, and if you go into any experience consciously like a scientist, it'll come within your power. You will learn something deeper. It'll open you to a higher realm. I'm assuring you that. For example, I took ayahuasca recently. I can tell you from my experience, it is one of the greatest, single most one of the single most experiences I ever have had after Samadhi. I have never touched drugs in my life because I am a drug myself. I'm beyond any drug. I have died into Samadhi. Nothing can touch me anymore. Samadhi releases the greatest drug in the body that you are transported to another universe. So when I was going to take ayahuasca, I knew that this is just going to be a petty little joke. It's just physically, I will see the effects on the physical, mental, emotional body, but it cannot touch my consciousness. This experience of ayahuasca has been shattering. And to shatter me is very complex. I have died 4 times. Nothing shatters me because I'm already gone. You cannot kill me again. I have experienced the highest drugs, natural, humanly possible. Purest ecstasy. But I must speak in favor of ayahuasca. Let me explain to you few, because it came just suddenly. I was not going to speak about ayahuasca. I think she deserves that I speak about it. In my Samadhi, the experience was psychedelic. Everything exploded into great colors. First, it was explosion into light, and the lights filtered heavenly, psychedelic, light, crystallized colors. Everything became crystalline. Everything had a formation, a crystalline formation. They became like crystals. Nothing is solid but crystalline. Like water is pure crystals in many dimensions. You can see the water as crystals. The whole air is pure crystals. You are living in a crystal palace of light. You are living in a crystal palace of psychedelic light. No other way to describe this psychedelic experience. Pure, transparent light, crystalline, just almost like invisible glass. These have been my experiences in Samadhi. But in a very vacant, light, dreamlike form. It was not so powerful and obvious. The experience of ayahuasca totally changed. The moment I took it, within 15 minutes, I reached that experience physically. Again, and very bright, extraordinary light. And the crystals were so clear because it was a chemically induced experience. It was crystallized in a very short time, in a very short span, a short window of opportunity. and not as vast as Samadhi. When the experience of Samadhi happened, it was so vast. There was no intensity. It was spread all over existence. Do you understand the difference? The same light, the same experience was just spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out. There was no end to that experience. It was not condensed in a certain form. Ayahuasca condensed that experience for me. The light became even more luminous. The crystals became far more clearer. The same experience became crystallized in a single moment because it was reduced in a very short span of time. Suddenly, the body relived the Samadhi experience. So I'm not in favor of ayahuasca, let me tell you clearly. But as an experiment, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Anything that can give you a glimpse out of this boring, stupid mind. Anything that can get you an opportunity to see something beyond this stupid mechanical mind and its routine 9 to 5. And the same repetitive mantra, morning, wake up, brush your teeth, eat your breakfast, go to the toilet, have a shower. How long can you live this routine? How long are you not bored with it? I'm sure you're bored. Be frank. Listen, man, enough. I want to commit suicide. It's like, can I have some new experience in my life? Or is this going to be continued till I die? Will I go to my grave with this brushing my teeth routine? And the good people brush their teeth at night also. I don't. All good people brush their teeth in the morning and then they brush their teeth at night. They're going to die, these teeth are going to fall. Body is chemistry. Take chemistry in a scientific way. Be very alert. Prepare your body carefully. Respect your body first. Be totally healthy. Respect that experience. Respect whatsoever you're going to draw within yourself. Be conscious. Prepare yourself and dive into the experience. And come out of it rejuvenated. It may be effective, it may not be effective, but at least you gave it a try. That spirit of adventure should not die in you. You should not avoid it out of fear. Fear should not be the overriding factor that I will not touch ayahuasca out of fear. Experience it. If it works for you, fine. If it doesn't work for you, fine. Marijuana. People are smoking, but that is an addiction. Keep smoking marijuana. No. I'm not saying keep smoking marijuana. Experiment intelligently. First, purify your body totally. Prepare your body totally to receive that experience. Body is very intelligent. When you prepare your body consciously, the body prepares for the experience. Then it's no longer an addiction. It is an experiment. A scientist experiments outside, you experiment inside. The effects. I'm not into drugs, remember clearly. Don't say that Swami Rajneesh said drugs are cool. They're totally not cool. I'm totally not in favor of it. Absolutely. But I'm in favor of an experiment. If it can give you that little glimpse and that little window, it could transform you. It could show you that there is something beyond the mind. It's not only a dream. Ayahuasca has been a great experiment for me. I would never have touched it in my life. I don't want to say why I took it. I simply took it. I'm a rebel. I'm a gambler. I said, if it is this, okay, I'm ready for it. And it was a very, 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 very great blessing. Because now I can say that yes, ayahuasca is a great, valuable tool for seekers of truth. And what you will see, if you are blessed enough, and you should be, will be an immense light. And what you're seeing is absolutely true, but it is just chemically induced through a plant. But the very possibility that you can see it, it will filter into your consciousness. Something new will awaken in you, for sure, because you have seen it. The moment you see light, it transforms you. Remember one thing. The moment you see light, it transforms you. It starts working in subtler layers. Deep, subtle layers will start activating new tentacles within your being. Something from existence will start reaching out to you. You've opened a new possibility. You asking about ayahuasca, but you personally are taking too much. Once, twice, she is taking too much ayahuasca. So I don't agree with you. I'm sorry there. I have to put her. She's done ayahuasca 110 times. That's over the limit. If you can do it once totally, twice totally, it's already transformed your DNA. The DMT within it has already triggered those neurons that are necessary. And if you are sensitive, you catch it anytime. You can simply relive it, closing your eyes. Now my experiment with ayahuasca, I can close my eyes now, and all those strands of DMT will start affecting me. Why do I need to take it again and again and again and again? That is called addiction. That is destructive. Now you're becoming addicted to it. Now you want it to give you that high. I'm sorry, I'm not in favor. I put my full stop there. I put my leg down. No. 110 times, no. Not from my point of view. Once, twice, once a year, just to have a window, maybe. But why think once a year? Because now you become mechanical. Once, perfect is enough. Just to give you the glimpse and forget it. Otherwise, people are taking peyote, they're taking marijuana. Have they become more conscious? People smoking marijuana 24 hours a day, they become dumb. They become dull. They become as stupid as those who are not taking it. Those taking ayahuasca continuously are as stupid as those not touching it. Both are stupid. Science is something totally different. When you find light, you don't go searching it again. I found that there's a capability of light in ayahuasca. I don't need to search again. I already know. Why should I go again? Maximum one more time. Just to go a little bit deeper and try to understand the significance of its happening. When I had my first Samadhi, I had no clue what happened to me. It suddenly struck me, I had no idea. It was too big. Mind could not comprehend. Second Samadhi, I realized. Third Samadhi, I became far more wiser. By fourth, I already knew. And by fifth, I could control it. So maximum 5 times death experience. Okay, I understand. But 100 times? Something retarded in it. You cannot make it once, you don't need it twice. Do you understand what I'm saying? 3 times? Try to understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to distinguish clearly between addiction, just a waste of time continuously taking it just because you took it, and beyond a deep experiment. That makes a great classification difference. I don't encourage any drugs of any form. You can find the natural drug within your body of oxygen, chemistry, health, fitness, love, meditation. Everything is within you and you are clean. You understand? The youth needs answers to this. In fact, they need an answer to their misery. They are bored with this boring life. Only intelligent people take drugs. A dumb person doesn't take drugs. He's so happy, goes in the morning to office, comes back home at night to his loving wife. And he goes up in the morning, again goes to his office, come back very happy at night. He's so fulfilled. He gets his salary and he goes to sleep. He's so fulfilled by this dumb, boring life. What to do with such people? They're retards. How to tell a young, intelligent person, don't take drugs, and look them straight in the eye, when you know perfectly well they should be taking it? Give them a better substitute. Give them something more interesting. Give them meditation. And that's what we offer here. Instead of taking drugs, fall into yourself, clean your inner environment, love, trust, surrender to yourself, go into deep meditation. It is the greatest alternative to drugs. At least we're offering you an inner drug, clean. Meditation is an alternative to the restless youth who need some form of release. This world is insane. You are expecting the impossible from the youth. No harm if you are conscious. Nothing can harm you if you're conscious.